Hello everybody, this is James, also known as link1264, and I'm back to bring you a second gameplay commentary. Now, I know it's been, almost a month since I last posted my first video, but the reason for that is that I put this video together, and I saw that it was 15 minutes, and I was just like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? How am I going to fill 15 minutes of time? But I got a few topics today that I want to talk to y'all about. Mainly considering my gun choice, my class loadout, and toward the end of the game here, you're going to get a nice rant on random teammates that don't know what the hell they're doing. Now, first off, I'd like to start off with talking about the MP5K. The MP5K is very similar to the AK-74U. It has the same damage stats, which is 40 damage at long range and 20 damage close range. Wow, I got that backwards. 40 damage close range, 20 damage long range, and the same drop-off rate. It goes to 20 the same distance. The main difference between the MP5K and the AK-74U is that the AK-74U has less recoil and it has a higher center speed, especially with the grip, that allows you to, keep the reticule on your target a lot easier. Um, Another part of the AK-74U's advantage is that it can use pretty much any attachment in the game the MP5K can't use. Like the AK-74, whatever reason, it can use the grenade launcher, which is ridiculous. But that aside, most people are going to say that the MP5K is really just a useless gun. There's no reason to use it over the AK-74U. And while they might be right, I'm actually inclined to disagree because I just feel that the more you burden yourself, use guns that have higher recoil, than their alternatives, you're going to end up being a better player because you're essentially handicapping yourself against these other players. They have their AK-74U, they have their FAMAS, they have their AUG, their Commando, whatever, and you're using a high recoil gun and you're still beating them. So when you actually use one of their powerful guns, you just mop the floor with them. And I notice it every time I pick up an AK-74. It's just, I have a field day. It's ridiculous. But anyway, now I'd like to now kind of switch over and talk about some perk loadouts with you for a while. I'm using lightweight sleight of hand marathon all pro, and I just kind of walk through with you. Sleight of hand pro is kind of self-explanatory. I think it's the best perk in the game. Some people argue Ghost Pro is better, which I mean that has merit, but Sleight of Hand Pro is basically stopping power plus. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous because the fact that you are able to get your sight on your target a tenth of a second faster than someone without Sleight of Hand Pro, it's basically giving you another bullet or two into your target before they even start shooting at you, which is a bigger benefit than stopping power would ever give you. That's why in Modern Warfare 2 you saw people who used sleight of hand stopping power all the time and they were nigh invincible. But yeah. So moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what I really want to go into is lightweight and marathon. Now this was a big combination in Modern Warfare 2, just because mainly because people would slap commando on it and you'd have the infamous marathon lightweight commando combo that people hated, complained about, bitched on forums. But anyway, but commando is not in this game, so marathon lightweight you really don't see it as much. Uh, Partly because marathon pro is kind of a headache to get. Well, for most people who don't want to play objective games. Anyway, but first I want to talk about lightweight specifically. Lightweight is a very, very underrated perk. For whatever reason, people think that Ghost Pro and Flak Jacket are superior in every way. But I actually think Lightweight Pro got a significant boost from Modern Warfare 2, even though it does the exact same thing. The thing about it is, Treyarch kind of, I don't know, the way they do their networking is kind of weird. I know a lot of people talk about this, that there's some lag compensation system that they go through, which I don't quite understand why they would do such a thing, but it is there. And Lightweight Pro kind of takes advantage of this because have you ever noticed that when you're aiming at someone who's strafing really fast with lightweight, that your auto aim will actually lock on behind behind your target, and that's actually a manifest of Lightweight Pro and what it does. So it's causing you to just miss all of your shots unless you can force your reticule to get off to where the auto aim wants you to be, which is kind of difficult on the spot. And it really can mess people up. Now, getting into Marathon Pro is a great perk, especially in this game. It's ridiculous because in Modern Warfare 2, Marathon Pro wasn't that big a deal because everyone had it from the very beginning. I mean, Infinite Sprint, big deal. But in this game, you are so much faster than everyone else that no one can catch you when you're running Marathon and Lightweight, because no one is going to be running that combo against you, especially in any game type other than Capture the Flag. Capture the Flag you'll see it a little bit more often, mainly because you have people in there trying to unlock Marathon Pro. But the combination of Marathon Lightweight is it really is a powerful combination, as you can kind of see from the video. I mean, I'm just able to just run around, get to the headquarters really quick. Hold on, I want to point something out. This play actually blew my mind. I looked at my radar and I saw I had teammates in the headquarters. So I checked this area out over here, and bam, there's a guy sitting in it. And I'm just like, I'm looking at my radar, I'm like, what is this dumbass sitting up here above the headquarters doing? Did he not realize that they had the headquarters? I mean, that blew my mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for the tangent. Stupid teammates. Well, speaking of stupid teammates, I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a rant here. I'm playing headquarters solo, and that in itself is kind of a big mistake. I mean, I play most of the time solo, simply because a lot of my Call of Duty friends didn't make the transition to Black Ops because they don't like the fact that quickscoping is a little bit harder. But, you know, whatever. But there's a lot of consequences to playing with random teammates. I'm sure everyone's well aware of. I mean, whether you win or lose is largely out of your hands. I mean, if you play well enough, I mean, you can carry pretty much any team. It's just sometimes they're so bad, and if your opponents have any kind of coordination, then you're absolutely screwed. I don't know if you've been watching, but throughout the game, it's just my teammates. They lose easy battles. They don't go for the headquarters like they should. They try to kill farm, get up in nice easy hold positions. I don't know. It's absolutely infuriating. But you'll get more of that at the end. At the end of the game, I'm just dumbstruck. But all right, so let's talk about this game in particular. What I'm doing here is I'm mainly just kind of running around, trying to hold the headquarters. My method of holding the headquarters is different than most people. You'll see that I don't actually stick in the headquarters. I'll do stuff like this where I'll just jump out and I'll try to cut people's routes off to the headquarters. Because I've found that if you just stand in the headquarters, that you're just going to get grenaded out, or you're going to get rushed by 2 or 3 guys. Now, here, right here, I thought my teammate was shooting at, or someone was shooting at me, and it was my teammate, and yeah, I got knifed because of this. Yeah, you know. I didn't quite understand what the hell my teammate was shooting at. I guess he saw him through the wall. But right here, I hear this guy with his silenced weapon. This is the most bizarre kill I've ever gotten. I just sprayed him through a wall. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Anyway, as you can see, our team's kind of losing right now. We're, you know, trying to hold this headquarters and we're trying to get it back. He got turned on. How's that? And right here, I kind of forgot that the Xbox will, you know, dim its lights or whatever when you don't touch the you call it the controller. Yes, when you don't touch the controller for an extended period of time, the Xbox kind of goes into power saving mode or whatever. Or actually, it's probably more to save the LCD screen. Anyway, random tangent. So I'm gonna make a tactical mistake here. I have an insertion here so I can get back to the battlefield quickly, but I forget to replant it after I die here. And I'm just gonna rush in and I'm immediately gonna get killed by a grenade. And now I'm gonna spawn all the way across the map and have absolutely no hope of getting to that headquarters. That's actually, if you've been paying attention, I've made a couple of tactical mistakes like that. I think eventually cost us the game because I could have won this game on my own just because I felt that the other team was just so absolutely terrible. Now I think there's a guy in here. I get a hit marker. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where this guy is, and I don't know why it took me so long to figure out where that guy was. That I don't know. But let me see here. Let's see. We got 3.5 minutes. So we got 2 headquarters left. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose this next. No, we're not. No, we're not. Okay. Yeah. Here's where we start coming back here. So we got what 30 seconds left. So I just gotta do whatever I can to cut people's routes off. I'm just kind of running now. And oh, here's another little mistake I make. I think I'm actually gonna try to take this guy on. This guy has got whatever. Would I die by? An AK-47. He's got an AK-47, and I have an MP5K. In the past, I used to have the discipline to just leave him alone, but for whatever reason, I felt that I could take this guy. I could take this guy all the way across the map. He's got no recoil on his gun, and I've got, you know, MP5K. That didn't work out too well. That's one of the things that you learn when you use less powerful guns is that you have to pick your battles. I had a friend once tell me that he was in Modern Warfare 2, that he was amazed by my discipline. That instead of engaging someone with an MP5K outside of its range, I would actually run around the map just to get a better flanking angle. And once you train yourself to do stuff like that, you're going to really, really excel at this game. Especially, I mean, just with your KD, but also in your ability to play objectives. Here was the most random death ever. I don't even know what happened. I had to stop and watch the kill cam because this guy just threw a random grenade at his teammate and for whatever reason decided, you know, to hit me with it. So if you're looking at the clock, we got less than 2 minutes to play, so this is crunch time. We need the headquarters, we need the entire thing. Well, almost the entire thing, so I'm just like, okay. I am not going to let them have it. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to keep them from getting to this headquarters. And I'm not even getting in the headquarters myself. I'm just trying to cut off the other team. That's one of the best things you can do in a headquarters match. It's not about staying in the headquarters, it is about cutting the other team off. Because once they get outside the headquarters, they're expecting you, you know, they're ready to just throw the nades in there, they're gonna take you out. Now, I'm gonna take a little flanking route. And this guy, you know, he's chasing. I mean, I can't blame him for chasing just because he's on a timetable. But alright, so this is a mistake I made. I should not have gone in here. I decided to try to help my teammates cap it a little bit faster. I planted a spy planted an what do you call it? An napalm strike. I got a bunch of kills out of it. Just try to cut them off and then I get taken out. Alright, so here's what happened. I had 2 teammates in there and they held it a pretty good amount of time, but I actually had 3 teammates all the way across the map doing God knows what, and we lose the game because of these idiots. But anyway, we lose the game 115, 125. I know, you just watch the commentary where the guy loses, but I went 65 and 25 with 3 captures. Still lost the game. I have no idea. But if you enjoyed this video, you know, subscribe. I'll be here.